to my channel. So I have been missing for a month and a half, and I'm really sorry. I should be back into it more regimented from now on. I was waiting for my lighting, and my lighting finally got here, and then I was also working on house stuff and working like crazy. So I should be back though. I'm sorry, I definitely missed doing this, and I won't be gone for a month consecutively anymore. So today I wanted to do something that was spring appropriate and do kind of a bright lip and something different with the eyes. I was watching Crispy's YouTube channel and saw one of her unique eyeshadow technique videos that she had posted and was really inspired by it. So I kind of wanted to give that a shot today. If you guys want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. And also I wanted to say thank you. I have a few new subscribers. I noticed even though I wasn't uploading videos, I have a few new subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you guys love my videos. And if there is something that you want to watch, please let me know, because I'm kind of just doing things as I go. Anyways, I hope you guys like this look. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys! Alright, so first we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I am using MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer in NC15. I find that this makes my eyeshadow from not creasing, and it's a product I already have and use. So that is what I'm using. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Nectar from the Lorac Pro palette. This is the second one, in a fluffy brush, and I'm going to just buff that all over right above my crease. If you can tell, I'm not going into my natural crease, I'm going right above it. And I'm blending this all the way up to the tip of my eyebrow. So I'm trying to make my eyes look bigger, and I'm going to elongate kind of the shape of my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the brown shade and still keeping that above my crease, just a little bit lower than the Nectar shade. I am buffing that and keeping the darkest on the outer V. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Plum on this blending brush from MAC, and going to again focus this on the outer V, but I'm going to blend it up towards the tip of my eyebrow like I did with the other shades. And just take your time with this. The blending can take a little while, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Alright, then I'm going to go in with the black and then Plum on this dense brush and really focus this on the outer V. So I really want to draw attention to the outsides of my eyes, because it's going to elongate them and make them look longer. So I'm really focusing this on the outside, but I'm going to blend it up and then diffuse those lines that we just created. When you're stacking this many eyeshadows, you really need to make sure you blend out the lines, otherwise it can look choppy. Alright, now I'm going to go in with some concealer on this concealer brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to just clean up that line. I want this cut crease to be really sharp, so that's what I'm using the concealer for. It's kind of a cheating way to make a perfect line. Then I'm going to go in with the color Mocha, and I'm sorry, I cut off a couple of different clips in this film, so I'm really sorry. But I'm going to take on this flat shader brush and just pack it on. Make sure you take it all the way up to the white line so there's not a random white line. And then after that, I'm going to take the color, I forgot what it's called, Beige. I forgot to get a clip of it. And put that on the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going to take that all the way up to the top of the cut crease, just to make sure that that entire inner corner of my eye is very bright. And that's where you're going to look first. Then I'm going to go in with this Honeydew primer from NYX. And actually when I bought this, I thought I was going to hate it, but it was only $3 and it kind of interested me. I really like the way that it makes my foundation look. You have to put the foundation on though before it dries, otherwise it soaks in and you don't get the full effect of it. But it definitely helps get the dewy look if that's what you're looking for. And then after I get that all rubbed into my skin, I am going to conceal some of my friends that have joined me recently, and I don't know why. I have breaking out, and I don't normally break out, so I'm having kind of a hard time with it. But I'm just going to pat that on all of the spots that I have major blemishes. And then I will pat that in with the same brush, so you won't even tell, you can't tell they're there. But this is the Cover FX foundation, and it's very, very, very pigmented, and it covers everything. Then I'm going to go in with this foundation. This is the Dior Nude Air Dior Nude something foundation. I don't know, it's the new one. It's a serum, and I love it. This one's a little bit too dark for my skin tone, though, so I have to blend it out. But I'll fix it later on when we start highlighting. And on my IT Cosmetics brush, I'm just going to buff that into my skin. Then I'm going to conceal, I guess, I'm sorry. I'm using my MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer in NC15 that you can't even see because my lights are too bright. And then once I pat that in with my finger, I'm going to go in with this brush from Sigma and just make sure that it's really in there, and this helps me prevent the concealer from creasing. Then I'm going to go in with my RCMA contour palette. This is my favorite. I don't know what I would do without it. And I'm going to take the banana shade first, which is the first one, and put that underneath my eyes. This stuff is extremely pigmented. It's like 50% pigment and then wax, and it's amazing. You don't hardly have to use any of it, and it covers everything. But it's not thick, and I really like that. So then I'm going to take the pink shade and put that in between my eyebrows, down the center of my nose, and then on my chin. Then I'm going to take the light contour shade first on a brush. Don't use a brush if you use these because they are mostly wax. The brush doesn't really work very well on them. If you warm them up with your fingers, they're the easiest to apply. I go back in my finger here, and I'm going to just make my fish face and put that on the where my contour line is on both sides, and then I also put it around my face kind of in the shape of a 3, I guess. And then I'm going to blend that out first. You should really blend out the highlight first and then the contour. I don't know why I did it reverse, but I did. I'm using the same brush that I used for my concealer, and we're just going to blend all of that in so there's no harsh lines. And like I said, I should have been a little bit more patient here. This is easier to do with your fingers, but you know, what are you going to do about it? Now I'm buffing in the contour, or the highlight, and I'm using the same brush for all of this. And then I'm just going to go over everything and make sure everything is smooth and there are no harsh edges. Then I'm going to set that with the Marc Jacobs Insta something palette in the yellow shade, and I'm just doing this right underneath my eyes. I have really dry skin, so I don't like to set everything, but if I don't set underneath my eyes, it's a mess. So I am setting that. And then I'm going to do underneath, or my lower lash line, I'm pretty much going to do the same thing we did on the top, but on the bottom, I'm going to use the plum shade and line. I'm going to make it darker on the outer than I did on the inner, just like on the top. And then once I get that down, then I go in with a pencil brush. Oh, I guess I do the same thing to the other side. I'm skipping steps. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and the light brown shade that we used on the top, and I'm going to just blend out that line and smoke it out. And like I said, I want the inner corner of my eye to be pretty open because we're going to highlight that, but I do want the outer corner to be a little bit more smoky. And you don't have to do this, it's optional. I know some people are definitely not comfortable putting that much color on their lower lash line, but I think it's necessary. Then I'm going to go in with the color Snow, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes, and then I'm also going to go over the color Beige because this color is brighter. And Beige, you couldn't really see it very well. So I'm going to carry this further over than I normally would, and then I'm going to carry it up higher than I normally would also. And I will do that to both sides, but I only show one clip. And then I already did my eyebrows. Now I'm going to do mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Lash Stiletto in Blackest Black. And you can put eyelashes on. It would probably make the look even more dramatic, but I was feeling lazy and didn't want to, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to highlight. I'm using Pearl by MAC. It's a cream highlighter. and just patting that onto my cheekbones. I am doing this before I do my blush because I want it to look like I'm glowing from within, not like my highlighter is sitting on top of my blush. And I did not include a clip of my blush, I cut it out, but I used Mauve, Mellow Mauve by e.l.f. Alright, now I'm going to do my lips. First I line my lips with a Jordana lip liner that's darker, and I really filled in on the outer corner but not the inner corner. And you cannot see what I'm doing because I cut it out, and I'm super sorry. But this is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick, and I'm just putting that all over by putting the darker lip liner on the outside and then just the actual lip color on the inside. It kind of gives it a little bit more dimension. Then I'm going to go in with this random lip gloss from Buxom that I have no idea where I got, and put that right in the center just to give it a little bit more, make it a little bit more light there and give it a little bit of a gloss since we are going into spring. And that is pretty much it, guys. I'm going to fix my hair a little bit, but that's pretty much the look. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. Share it, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and please let me know what you want to see. I definitely could use some input. Thanks, guys. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!